attract. I let go of all my fears about money. I have a lot of money coming to me right now. My income is always going up. If other people can be rich and wealthy, so can I. Prosperity is alive in each area of my life. My money grows beyond my wildest dreams. I have enough money to help the people in my life. I have unlimited abundance. I consciously create my own reality, and I enjoy living in it. I design the life I desire. I think big. My consistent focus is on abundance, and it is attracted to me. I do great things with my money. I only focus on what I want to see. All the resources I need to attract money are inside of me. I am always open to ways to attract more money. I always find new ways to attract money. I love abundance, and I attract it easily. My income is going up. I am happy, healthy, and rich. Prosperity is inside of me and all around me. Money is a source of energy, so it is good to have money. I have a lot of money, and that I deserve it. My life is filled with more than money. My prosperity is unlimited. I think positive thoughts about money.
Freedom is truly the thing that we're all searching for.
Financial news, trading, and investing all in one place, but also in a language and in words and cultural references that you can actually understand.
And this is one of the reasons why I'm super excited about the Money Matrix.
Done by people who actually do it, who actually live it, and who are actually professionals.
Because we're going to be showing you how to actually make money on your own terms whenever you want.
So, I encourage you to join us on the Money Matrix, where you can learn, potentially earn, and return that knowledge and game and potentially money to your family.
And that is truly what we all want. It's not more money, it's actually freedom.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Money Matrix. My name is Dion Pouncil, and we have some exciting news today in the markets. Excuse me. There's a lot going on. Excuse me, in the background. About 10 minutes ago, my kids' school messaged me and said school is closed. I had to go back and pick them up. So running a little bit on life energy right now. So bear with us today. But we will continue on as normal, okay? All right, so the S&P 500 closed above 5,000. So if you do hear our kids in the background, just bear with us and know we had mommy daddy duty today, okay? The S&P 500 closed above 5,000 on Friday for the first time as U.S. stocks continued their steady climb. The S&P, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the NASDAQ have all risen for the last 5 straight weeks, all right? A slate of earnings and a handful of key economic data points will help to determine whether equities notch more records this week. Consumer Pricing Index inflation data due Tuesday will help to chart the Federal Reserve's interest rate policy path, all right? So January retail sales figures set for Thursday will also offer another gauge on consumer health. And so essentially, the markets have been on fire. A lot of people are starting to lessen their woes on the potential recession and thinks that, essentially the Fed or the government will continue to step in and not allow for certain market corrections. So we will keep our eyes on that. The next Fed rate announcement will be in March. And until then, between now and then, it doesn't seem like there's going to be any true economic declines, but we will see. We'll take it one step, one day, one trade, one investment at a time, and allow the data to lead our decision making, okay? One of the biggest games of every year, the Super Bowl, happened yesterday, and the Kansas City Chiefs won back-to-back titles. This is the first time it happened since 2003 and the 2004 season when the New England Patriots did it. All right, and you've seen a lot of big winners, from commercials to tech companies to even Apple, sponsoring the halftime show, which Usher did an amazing job. Okay, so the Kansas City Chiefs won their second straight Super Bowl on Sunday and their third in the last 5 years. They defeated the San Francisco 49ers 25-22, and only the second NFL championship game that has ever gone into overtime, as advertisers jockey for the spotlight. The mainstays included Budweiser and Pepsi, DoorDash, Microsoft, even Kia showcased a new video. And then, of course, Beyonce dropped a single and maybe even a new album during her commercial with Verizon. So it's going to be interesting to see how those tech stocks did and how all the other companies do today after the Super Bowl, if there was any excitement, okay? With that being said, REITs, real estate investment trusts, are always something to kind of keep in mind around big events in general with Vegas, because a lot of the casinos are in REITs that are held that can be publicly traded on the stock market, right? So driving up revenue in different capacities can have impacts on the stock. So those are things we'll be keeping our eyes on in today as well. See if we give it any little market boost from the Super Bowl Sunday. All right, aid advances. The Senate on Sunday advanced a long jammed up bill that includes $95 billion aid to Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. The measure moved forward with 67 votes and could pass in the coming days. So more economic news around providing aid to other countries around the world that are going through different things will be interesting to keep our eye on as we are in an election season and America seems to have its own woes and nobody seems to be doing things with and for us as a country internally, but it seems like we always have some money for everyone else. So I will keep my eye on that as well. Geopolitical things always have effects on the markets, and it will be interesting to see. All right. About 2/3 of the S&P 500 companies have reported fourth quarter earnings already, and the strong numbers so far have helped to help buoy the stocks. Companies during the period achieved better profits without as much revenue growth. As of Friday, earnings for the S&P 500 companies had jumped 9% for the quarter, while revenue had climbed 3.4%. The businesses reporting results this week, many of which operate in the food and beverage or gig economy spaces, will offer some commentary on the health of the consumer. Now, what is interesting is that what they're calling maybe the Magnificent Seven are the stocks and companies that are really carrying the market, because outside of those 7, the other 493 stocks in the market are actually down net 3% on the year. So it's interesting to see that these 7 companies, you know, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Google, Netflix, and Tesla are really carrying, and now NVIDIA are really carrying the entire S&P 500, NASDAQ, and part of the Dow Jones. So the economic climate for the other companies on those stocks are not as stable and bullish as some of the tech companies. So, excuse me. So that is something we definitely want to be aware of. We also want to be aware of the yield curve. Is it standard or is it inverted? And that yield curve will have good insights on how the markets will continue to perform over the year. All right. Speaking of earning reports, tomorrow, Coca-Cola, RBI, Biogen, Airbnb, and Lyft. And then on Thursday, we have DoorDash, Coinbase, and DraftKings. Okay. So a good amount of earnings reports this week, but after this week, it pretty much winds down, and we will be waiting for the next earnings season, which will happen in April as companies show their Q1 reports. All right. Now we're going to hop over into our global Beat the Bell segment, where we will be paying attention to what's going on, what happened in the global markets last night, what's going on in the pre-markets as we prepare for today's market activity. Okay. So we're going to kick it off over in the Asian market and see what happened while we were sleeping in the Asian market. Okay, and see how that could potentially affect what's going on in the United States markets of today. All right, the Asian Dow was down 0.17%. The Nikkei was up 0.09%. The Hang Seng Index down 0.83%. Shanghai up 1.28%. Sensex down 0.73%. And the Singapore Index was down 0.15%. Okay, coming over to the U.S. equities, we're looking at the Dow is pre-market down 0.14%. The S&P 500 is up 0.57%. The NASDAQ is up 1.25%. The VIX is up 3.48%. Gold is down 0.27%. And oil is down 1.57%. So the VIX being up 3% is going to be very interesting to see how how the equity markets respond to that. Because like I said, typically when the VIX is up, the equities are down. So right now, 2 of the 3 major equity indexes are up, but the VIX is up a good amount. All right, stepping over into the futures market. And this obviously makes sense. The Dow Jones futures are down 0.12%. The S&P 500 is down 0.04%. The NASDAQ futures are down 0.05%. Gold is down 0.29%. Silver is up 1.16%. And crude oil is down 1.44%. All right. Hopping right over into the forex markets, the euro is down 0.14%. The yen is up. The yen is down 0.06%. The Great British Pound is down 0.11%. The Australian dollar is down 0.03%. The DXY index is up 0.11%. And the Wall Street Journal Dollar Index is up 0.05%, okay? In the interest rates, the U.S. 10 years are down 0.0087%. And rounded it off in the crypto markets, Bitcoin is up 0.01%, Ethereum down 0.47%, XRP down 1.15%, Bitcoin Cash up 1.35%, Litecoin down 1.1%, and Monero down 1.7%. Okay, so now we will get ready to hop over into our charts and look to see what we will be doing or what our outlook will be for the markets. Okay, and we're going to start out in the futures market. So we've seen that most of the futures were down. Most of the futures were down. Okay, we'll start out with the NASDAQ. We'll look at the one-day chart. It's been charging up. Now, it is at that third standard deviation at around 18,064. Okay, so it doesn't surprise me why we're starting to get some resistance in the markets because we are at that third standard deviation. Stepping down into the 2-hour, we did just get a sell at the 8 a.m. mark. And the 1 hour is in the middle of a sell signal, all coming down from that third standard deviation, now back down to the VWAP. So on the 1 hour, the NASDAQ has crossed below the VWAP. All right. On the 2 hour, it did go below the VWAP and got some support at that first standard deviation. And at the 1 day, it is well above the VWAP. So we will keep our eye on here. We're going to be sell side bias for the NASDAQ. Excuse me, pretty much throughout the day. NASDAQ futures are trending down. The VIX is up, and it shows that equities may be down. Okay. Hopping over into the interest rates, we'll look at the 10 years. All right, we'll start out the 1 day on the 10 years. It has been trending down. Did get some support on this second standard deviation. It's now starting to bounce up. The 2 hour is in a full buy signal for the 10 years. All right. And the 1 hour is in a sell. So the 10 years are pretty mixed. It got a sell, came below the VWAP. It got some support on that first standard deviation. So the interest rates are mixed. All right. Gold. Starting out on the 1 day. All right. Gold has been trending down for the last 3 days, bounced up off of that third standard deviation, got a little support there on the 1 day. 2 hour, large swing here with that candlestick, literally has blown through all the levels. Okay. On the 1 hour, it is in the middle of a strong sell signal and bouncing a little bit off that third standard deviation. So going to be sell side bias on gold today. All right, so sell side bias in the equities, sell side bias in gold, and the interest rates are mixed. And then rounding it out in the energies, we'll look at oil. On the 1 day, oil has been trending up for the last 3 days, broke through that VWAP, and now is getting a little bit of resistance at that second standard deviation. All right, on the 2 hour, it's been trending down. Okay, since Friday, all right, but getting some support on that third standard deviation now, bouncing up, coming up to the VWAP, and also in a sell on the 1 hour, but again, in between that first standard deviation and the VWAP. So still slightly sell side bias on oil as well, but it is starting to get some support, and we'll keep our eye on that for a retracement, okay, to the upside. All right. So with that being said, as of right now, first half of the session, sell side bias on energies, metals, and equities. Interest rates are slightly mixed, okay? All right, and that is our outlook for the futures. Hopping right over into the stock, we can see as of right now, pre-market, we're up about 8,400 bucks. These are our swing trades that we've been holding as we've been riding the rides, okay? Still riding the Netflix ride. We got into Amazon and Apple on Friday. Been holding Nancy for about 2 weeks as well, right around Netflix, and Great British Pound around last Wednesday. So we know starting out right now at about 8,400 on our swing trades. We will go through starting now at VTI, looking at the top of the markets, looking at the 1 hour charts, okay? Well, actually, it's the beginning of the week. We'll start out at the 1 day charts since it's Monday, all right? We can see VTI has been trading up. The total stock market has been trending up quite well since it crossed that VWAP here on the 1 day. It is at the third standard deviation, which is 249. It's about 50 cents away from that. So if we start to get some resistance there, it wouldn't surprise me, okay? Stepping down into the 2 hour, again, strong bull trend since last Tuesday, all right? Again, right by that third standard deviation, and on the 1 hour, okay, still on the bull side. So if you're looking to buy and hold and or do some swing trades on stock and or options, You know, if you're looking for expiration 7/14/30, 60 days out, still on the bull side for VTI. The spiders, looking at the same thing, got in a buy signal since February 5th. Again, right up there around that third standard deviation. So if we start to get some resistance there here in the short term, it wouldn't surprise me, all right? Tesla on the 1 day is in the middle of a buy signal, all right? And also just crossed above that VWAP. It is at 192 pre-market. Third standard deviation is around 193.57. The 2 hour also trending up, also top of that third standard deviation. And the 1 hour is also trending up on Tesla, okay? Riot, checking in on Riot. We'll start out at the 1 day. Riot just got a buy signal on last Thursday and shot up quite nicely. Now it's sitting at around 14.48 pre-market, but again, around that third standard deviation. So as I walk through this and I see more and more companies around the third standard deviation, it's going to show me that most of these will start to get some resistance. And if all of these companies and the overall markets get some resistance all at the same time, that does confirm that the market will be potentially selling off to the downside, all right? Palantir, again, because there was some substantial charge ups last week, we're at record highs, all-time highs. It would not surprise me if people start to sell off and start taking some of those profits, and this potentially be a red day and or red week, okay? Palantir, 1 day in the buy. Microsoft, 1 day in the buy, but again, we can see all of these, you know, pretty much at their third standard deviation. Now, Lockheed Martin has been struggling since that resistance in January, starting to get some support here around the 420 mark, okay? But did just get a sales signal on Friday, okay? So it would be interesting to see if that kind of leads the charge on the defensive stocks on the way down. All right, JP Morgan in the financial sector is in the middle of a buy side, but again, getting some resistance off of that second standard deviation as it starts to consolidate there, okay? And for those of you all who are new to the show, this watch list that I'm going through is our 2024 top picks for the show. And these are things that we are investing in, that we are bullish on, bigger picture long term. So each one of these stocks are something that we are actively holding for at least 1, 3, 5 years or longer. And then we will actually look at these to potentially swing trade and day trade while we're live in the show, okay? Amazon, buy, strong buy. We got in on that. We're still riding that ride right now, okay? On the swing trade side, it did hit the second standard deviation. It got a little resistance, so we'll keep our eye on that. Apple got a buy signal on Wednesday. We are also long Apple right now. It shot up to the second standard deviation and immediately got some resistance, and has now came down to the first standard deviation. We're starting to get some support. So we will be keeping our eyes on that Apple move. NVIDIA has literally been charging up since last year. Okay, and we've been riding this ride multiple times on the stock day swing trades and options, okay, in the middle of a bull signal there. Novo in the middle of a buy signal, right? And again, at this common thread of strong buy signals, strong moves, but mostly all hitting the third standard deviation. Same thing with Path, same thing with the Qs, which is the technology index that tracks closely to the NASDAQ. Right here, it's at 436 pre-market and 439 third level of standard deviation, right? So can it break through these things? Yes, but this is mathematical high probability support and resistance areas that these things show, okay? And so I'm a data-driven person. I stick to the math. All right, Roblox, strong move to the upside on last Tuesday, got up to the second standard deviation, started to get some resistance, came down to the first standard deviation, and is getting some support, okay? So Roblox, $44 a share. Third standard deviation at 47, second at 45. All right. Twilio did just get a buy signal on Friday. Okay, so we have one recent buy signal with Twilio, one recent sell signal with Lockheed Martin on Friday. All right. Cruise in the middle of a buy signal at the third standard deviation. Nancy in the middle of a buy signal at the third standard deviation. We are riding that ride, so we'll keep our eye on that. And then rounding it out with IBM, did just get a buy signal on Friday. So we got two buy signals, Twilio and IBM, and then one sell on Lockheed Martin. And then BlackRock got that buy signal on last Tuesday and has been charging up on that. And we got stopped out on our take profit on that because we were down 1,800. It came all the way around and we took off about $500 off the table on Friday. So congratulations, we've now closed out that trade and our overall net profitable for last week. We've done 2 weeks of the show so far. Overall net positive on the days and the weeks since we launched the show. So congratulations if you are in any of those rides. Okay. Ready to make an appearance? No. No, not ready yet? Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so hopping over into the forex markets. All right. Looking at the USD JPY. Excuse me, you guys, you know, we're still getting over these colds or little bug or whatever we had as well. So, you know, fighting on all fronts right now, okay? So thank you guys for your patience. USD JPY is in the middle of a bull signal on the 1 day, okay? The USD Australian dollar, in the middle of a buy signal. USD Euro in the middle of a buy signal. And Great British Pound JPY is also in the middle of a buy signal. So some of the G7 pairs are strongly charging up as well. We'll keep our eye out on that. So we're bullseye bias on Great British Pound JPY, USD JPY, and the USD Australian dollar for our Forex. And rounding it out with crypto, we did enter into a buy side trade last week that we called on here. Got stopped out before this move actually happened. So if you held out on that, congratulations. That was a great call on Bitcoin, and it has ran up now back up to 48,000, but it is approaching that third standard deviation as well at 48,929. All right, so I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin gets some resistance this week. However, if equities get the resistance that the market is kind of anticipating or what I'm seeing, then Bitcoin might actually charge up because people may be fleeing from equities this week into crypto. Okay, so stepping down into the 2 hour on Bitcoin, it is in a sell-off since last night at 11 o'clock, and the 1 hour just did get a buy signal. So shorter time frames are a little mixed. Longer time frames in Bitcoin are showing bullish. So these may be some good areas to get in if you are long Bitcoin through this small retracement here. Okay. And then Ethereum on the 1 week also just got a buy signal. I'm sorry. Yeah. On the buy signal on the 1 day has been trading up since February 7th. All right. On the 2 hour, in a sell, and on the 1 hour is in a buy. So short time frames are mixed on crypto. These are good areas probably for some support and some entry points if you are long. And if you are looking to day trade them, wait until you get the buy signal on the, potentially on the 2 hour and get into the crypto markets, okay? So that rounds out our overall Beat the Bell market analysis as we prep for the markets. And ready? No?
Barely.
Okay. Hold on. It's okay. It's okay. And we will get ready for the opening bell, okay? So pre-market on the futures, excuse me. If I take a look, let's enlarge these charts. Okay, my oil already got into a trade. We're up 240 on the oil. All right. some slight sell-offs in the NASDAQ. When did that come in? Okay, that came in before I got to the, well, right around the time we get into the office. Okay, before I turned the algos on. All right, so we're in already on the crude oil to the buy side, flat on everything else. Markets are showing that sell-off in gold that we called earlier. Okay, hopping over into equities over here. All right, seem to be selling off. Let's take a look at that. Okay, got some support off of this third standard deviation. Strong move to the upside off that third standard deviation, trying to approach the VWAP. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Bounce off that VWAP to the upside on gasoline. Cross down through that VWAP. Strong sell signaling, starting to get some support as it get closer to that third standard deviation. So we'll keep our eyes on the markets as they reveal themselves. We went through our analysis and we will see what begins to ring true. Now, as far as options, Dominique will get ready to go over those shortly of what she's looking at here in the options market. We do have the opening bell here in a couple of minutes. And thank you guys for your time, energy, effort, and patience. In general, please excuse if you hear people in our studio audience, as our two daughters are here with us today through some last minute audibles. And we're still battling a little bit through our bug or colds. So we're pushing through, still want to get to these markets, get to the bag, and let's run it up, okay?
Am I on?
Yep, ready? Go ahead. Take it.
I don't even, am I on? Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Money Matrix. My name is Dominique Broadway. Sorry I'm late. It has been a crazy morning. I don't even know what I'm looking at to trade because I haven't been able to do any of the normal pre-things that we typically do. So, yes, everybody see the little lady. Did you tell them about our morning? What happened? We dropped the kids off and then had to go back. It's crazy.
Literally dropped the kids off, got to the office, sat down, and as soon as I sat down, they text me saying the school is closed. Come pick the kids up.
Yes.
So I literally had to rush and go back and get them.
There was a fire apparently at the school yesterday in the laundry room at the school, but the hot water's off. So they told them this morning that they can't be there after. We already dropped them off. And so I couldn't even silk press my hair the way it needed to be silk pressed.
Look good though.
Thank you. Thank you. But yay, shout out to growth. Like, it's actually really long. But anyway, so it's just been a morning, you guys. I don't even know where to begin. I ain't gonna hold you. So we're 1 minute from the opening bell. Let me just say good morning to everyone. I'm trying to figure it out. As you can see, not even sure where to begin. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to all of our new viewers
and subscribers.
I'm not sure if Dion reminds you guys or not, but please make sure you hit the subscribe button and please tell a friend. All right, we are operating Money Matrix Daycare this morning. And because of that, as Dion mentioned, you will hear people wandering around. These people are children. I may have to go to the side and tell someone to stop. I'm doing something. I may have to wipe a nose. Things like that. So it looks like the markets have just opened. Am I correct here?
Markets just open.
All right. So the markets are open. A couple of the companies that I'm eyeing today, and I haven't done all of my pre-analysis. I'm not going to lie, because I was trying to get the baby some bagels. But it looks like we do have a buy signal on Riot. Looks like Riot is starting to trend up. Also, NVIDIA hit a new 52-week high. Excuse me. as well this morning. So it's trading, I believe this is a new high. I believe it is. Trading around $724.34. They're up. They were up about $4 pre-market. Now they are only up about $2.85. We did just receive a sell signal on NVIDIA. So if anyone is entering trades, a short-term trade, let's review this. So we do have a, oh, this thing is falling here. It looks like, as you guys can see on my screen. So it looks like sell side on NVIDIA on the 1 minute, as you can see. Did they see these pretty purple and turquoise buttons yet? Oh, okay. I just wanted to highlight the new buttons on my screen, that purple and turquoise, and they just make me really happy. Okay. Anyway, so as you can see, we do have the sell signal that came through on the 1 minute chart. We also have our 3 minute chart that looks like it's also signaling a sell as well. So it looks like we're having a little bit of a sell off. Looks like people are just, like, as I think Dion may have mentioned, taking some profit. So right now on NVIDIA, we are on the sell side. If we look at the 2-hour chart, it is trending up. So that may mean that we're having a brief sell-off in the moment. Like I said, I haven't done all my normal analysis just yet, but it looks like we're having a brief sell-off in the moment, and then we may start to see these things trend up. All right. Let's see. So that is NVIDIA. Let's take a look at AMD. This is awesome. Ladies. Come on. Too loud. They loud, y'all. Okay. AMD, we also have, it looks like we have a buy signal on the 2-hour. On the 1 minute, I'm sure it's probably in a sell. It is 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute sell. So it looks like there's a lot of opportunities actually to enter some short-term sales on some of these stocks here. If we look at NVIDIA, although it does have this sell signal, it looks like it is kind of bouncing back and forth. So it looks like NVIDIA specifically may be consolidating a little bit. It had a very, what time is it? Excuse me, a very brief sell-off. It's only 9:32. And now we just gotta, I'm like the market been over for 20 minutes. I'm like, it's only been 2 minutes. And so we have a buy signal that just came in on the 1 minute chart and the 3 minute chart. Oh, wow, NVIDIA is shooting up. Y'all see this? Wow, look at that. You see that? NVIDIA does not cease to stop surprising. Okay, I just want to highlight this real quick. Okay, so remember a minute ago, I was like, oh, NVIDIA is up like $2 if we like run back the tape. And now NVIDIA is actually up almost, ooh, bless you, $7 right here. It is trending up. Looks like we did receive a buy signal, so it looks like it will, as I mentioned, like it's probably going to start trending up. So it could be some upside opportunity here on NVIDIA as well. Okay, let's take a look at, I'm trying to remember what we were in last week. Looking at the Robinhood portfolio here, we are up about $888. It looks like ELF is starting to regain a lot of the losses that we had last week. So very exciting. Last week I was down about $4,000 or $5,000 in this ELF trade. Now I'm only down $1,600. So very, very good. This is another reason why we like to express the importance of buying expiration dates that are far out, right? Because imagine if we had placed that ELF trade last week, it had an expiration date of last Friday. That whole, I think I had originally invested, I don't know, $8,000 or so would literally be gone. It literally will be gone now, okay? And so this, as I mentioned, this is why we like to express the importance of buying expiration dates far out. This has an expiration date of March 15th. So I have more than enough time for ELF to get its act right and literally to recoup the losses that we had, okay? And so now we're only down $1,300. If this thing trends up the way that I would like for it to trend up today, it could literally erase all of the losses here. So let me take a look at ELF for you guys. I know quite a few of you were in Demi.
Shh, be quiet. Be quiet.
I know quite a few of you were in this ELF trade with me. Actually, before we hop over to ELF, can I please highlight NVIDIA? And if I wasn't here talking to y'all, I would have benefited this trade. I'm still trying to get situated, but it's okay. Ms. Lisa said, go NVIDIA, my first time trading. trading it, she's up $300. Love it, love it, love it. Miss Lisa, congratulations. An early morning. Listen, the market been open for 5 minutes, okay? And Miss Lisa is already up 5 minutes, so congratulations to you there, Miss Lisa. We know you are a money magnet, and you come and you make these monies with us every morning, Monday to Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. All right, NVIDIA is currently up $11. It's kind of consolidating right here. It's probably hitting that second. Dang, boom, that thing just shot right up. It's probably hitting that second, third standard deviation band. It seems like it kind of starts to consolidate there. But anyway, it's up almost $11 a share. Okay, it was previously up $2. Now it's up $11.45. It is starting to shoot up. So Miss Lisa, if you are still in NVIDIA, that 300 may have just turned to 600 literally that fast. It's trending up towards $13, $13.20. I believe this is a new high for NVIDIA, almost $735. And you guys know that original, I think 100K that I put into NVIDIA, I believe it's actually up 60K. So the 100K has turned into about 160, okay? Yes, Latasha said Elf had a Super Bowl commercial. I know, I was so excited because Odell and Dion was there. I was like, look, you guys, this is Elf. This is the Elf we were trading last week. And he was like, oh, that's what Elf stands for. Actually stands for eyes, lip, face. Yeah, eyes, lip, and face. That's it. Eyes, lip, and face, because it's makeup. Anyway. Super Bowl commercial was lit. Very proud of them. And I'm sure that's probably going to help our little stock. So let's go ahead and check that out as well for anyone else that is in ELF. But I also want to say, isn't it so cool, especially once you start to follow these companies and you start to trade these companies and follow these companies, and you see them out in your everyday life, right? Now, us seeing, let's say, is it Letitia? Letitia seeing ELF on the Super Bowl last night probably had a way bigger meaning now after seeing us trading it last week versus maybe a year ago, right? Maybe when she wasn't trading it. So as far as ELF goes, it looks like upside potential is great. It's actually was previously up about $2 a share, and now it's up $3.70 a share. As you can see, it is trending up. I'm currently on the 3-minute chart, and we have a buy signal that came through 9 minutes ago. Okay, remembering that each of these bars represent 3 minutes, right? So for the last 9 minutes or so, it has been trending up. So we're on the 3-minute chart here. Also on the 1-minute chart, it's trending up, and it looks like on our 15, we are in a bias as well. Okay, so ELF is continuing to trend up. So if we pop back over and look at our NVIDIA, if we pop back over and look at our ELF trade, we'll see, right? We will literally see that I was previously down about $1,300. Now I'm only down $859, when previously last week I was down about 4K. So ELF has turned around beautifully. Absolutely love that. Good job, ELF. Okay, it's up about $1,100 today. This portfolio is up $2,000 today in general. AMD is returning a profit. Mattel is one that has been just staggering along. Good Lord. Mattel is currently, I'm still down about $300 here. I have not entered into any new trades because I am a little discombobulated right now. I'm not going to hold y'all. And I don't like just be getting it, okay? But NVIDIA is looking pretty sexy this morning. It is trending up. We just got this buy signal that came through at 9:30. And as you can see, it has been trending up ever since. So very, very exciting to see NVIDIA hitting new highs. If you give me a second, I do want to go over my earnings for the week. Not sure if you guys did that, but Odell, give me 1 second. I want to pull this up. I want to switch off my screen real quick. I want to pull my stuff up real quick. What else y'all be talking about, Dion? What y'all got going? How was y'all weekend? Did y'all enjoy the Super Bowl?
Yes, we did. Okay, so we did get into our first trade.
I was asking them.
On the NASDAQ. I'm sure they'll come back to you. We did get into our first trade on the NASDAQ. It also got out already. So we're still in oil, and we're now up $700 on oil. that was our first trade on the futures in the energies market. The NASDAQ got in, got stopped out for profit already. So congratulations if you were in any of those trades, or if you're still holding on to oil, okay? Thank you. Say hi, Demi. Hi to everybody. Waving. Okay, so those are our first trades on that. All right, now, as we approach the 9:45 mark, we can go in here and step into the markets and see if we're going to be getting to any trades, any day trades based off of the 1 hour signal, okay? So 1 hour for VTI in a strong buy side trade. Let's go into the spiders. Spiders are still in a buy signal. Tesla.
She reminded me.
Tesla is in the middle of a buy signal. All right. Riot also buy on the 1 hour. Palantir is in a sell. All right. Microsoft in the middle of a buy signal. We did just get a buy signal on at 9:30 for Lockheed Martin, and it is around that support area on the day chart. So that is something I want to keep my eyes on. Okay, so we could be getting into the buy signal here at 9:45 on Lockheed Martin. All right, JP Morgan is also just got a sell signal. Okay, so we could be looking at sell side on JP Morgan. Amazon, we're already in on the long side on Amazon, okay? And then Apple, we're in on the long side as well. Apple did just get a sell signal at 2:30 on Friday. Okay, so we could potentially get ready to exit this at 9:45, and then NVIDIA on the buy side, okay? All right, so that's what we're looking at right now, approaching potentially the 9:45. All right.
All right, so let's talk about, listen, just whatever keeps them quiet, okay? All right, so let's talk about earnings. So I wanted to highlight a few of the companies here. Let me make this big screen. I guess we should introduce the ladies since you're on TV. We have Demi, Pouncil, and Dawson as well here. Say good morning, everyone. They are making you guys some sushi. We officially have a cooking segment on the show.
Right.
All right. I did not know you took your whole sushi kit to school. All right. So we have a lot of earnings that are coming out this week. As you guys probably noticed, hey, some of the big tech companies, they all have released their earnings. Obviously, we have, stop. Ladies. Hold on. You want to go over there? Okay. So we have a lot of earnings coming out this week. Now, this morning, we already had Monday.com, Trimble, and Alexandra's Inc., whatever that is, and also Beasley. This Beasley Media Group, I'm actually not 100% sure what this is, but their logo looks very, very similar to Beats by Dre, okay? But we have Monday.com, which was a major one. I'm actually kind of surprised here. All right, the sushi chefs are leaving. I'm kind of surprised at Monday.com. We'll go take a look at them, but I just looked and they were actually down $25 from their earnings, which is a pretty substantial fall for them, okay? But heading into this week, let's talk about some of the other ones that we have on deck. One, we have Waste Management this evening. After the market closed, we also have Cadence, Zoom Info, Avis, Car Rental. Their actual ticker symbol is CAR, C-A-R. okay? And we have Bright House Financial and Goodyear as well, to name a few. Going into Tuesday, tomorrow for the open, Shopify. I am personally very bullish on Shopify. I think we talked about Shopify just a little bit last week and why I am so bullish on Shopify. It's because they literally dominated and won Black Friday, okay? They won Black Friday. They had something, ladies, they had something like $1 million in sales every 2 minutes or something crazy that they were processing through their software. So very, very bullish on Shopify, also because the holiday season just ended as well, right? And so remember, the earnings that they're reporting tomorrow will be for Q4. I think Shopify is going to go to the moon. I could be wrong. And if I am, you obviously have this recorded to come back and say so. But I feel like there's a they're going to do very, very well with their earnings. So I am personally going to be looking for call opportunities on Shopify. We can enter that trade together. Typically would get in a little bit later, but I don't mind entering it with you guys today while we are on the show. Okay, we also have Datadog. Listen, any company that's selling data is doing well right now, to be honest. But we can look at them a little bit deeper. Also, Coca-Cola and Marriott. Also, tomorrow morning, AutoNation, Restaurant Brands, and Hasbro. Okay? And then going into tomorrow after the close, Upstart, Airbnb, Robinhood, bless their soul. They cannot catch a break. That little stock is... They got their own stock on their own brokerage platform, and that thing just doesn't go anywhere. Okay? And then we have Zillow, Instacart as well tomorrow. And I thought we had Lyft already. That was Uber. No, we was talking about Lyft last week. Okay, so Uber was a couple weeks ago. Week before last. Lyft is tomorrow, okay? We also have Sony this week, Kraft Heinz, Twilio, and Cisco. I'm just highlighting a few. Crocs, DraftKings, Coinbase, Roku, Wendy's, love a good Wendy's, Oatly's, the oat milk, Toast, you know, the little processor you use when you go to the restaurant. And Cinemark and Air Canada. So we have a lot of, and also Yeti. I think Yeti, is it Yeti or Stanley? Who's the cup that caught on fire in that car and then like their sales skyrocket? I think it was Stanley cups. I don't know. We got to figure that out. But apparently a few months ago, some car caught on fire, and literally the only thing that lasted in the car was this cup, which was, I think it was a Yeti or a Stanley. Y'all probably know the answer. So, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so we'll come back to that. But let's take a quick look at Monday.com, and then we'll take a look at Shopify. All right? So, wanted to just show you, hey, ladies, don't sit under there. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. All right. So Monday.com, as you can see, is down, right? So Monday.com is actually down $26.56 from their earnings. Let me know it was Stanley. Thank you, Tony. It was Stanley. It was Stanley that had the cups. But let me know in the chat if any of you guys had calls or puts on Monday.com. If you have puts, obviously you're very happy. As far as Monday.com goes, looking at our 1 minute chart, they did just receive a sales signal. So it looks like they actually were down a little bit lower at the market open. They were actually down as low as almost $196. So they've actually gone up a little bit from their their initial drop. Okay, we also have a sales signal that just came through for them at 9:46 a.m. So I just wanted to highlight that. This is specifically for Monday.com, okay? The other one I want to take a look at is Shopify, all right? Shopify is currently down 56 cents, okay? They're currently down 56 cents. They're trading around $90.14. Okay, and they have a sales signal that just came through here at 9:48 a.m. It's currently 9:49. Now, it looks like, I'm not sure, let me know if you're seeing a lot of selling pressure in the market. Are you currently, Dion?
In the futures, we just crossed below the VWAP, and we're on the way on the sell side.
Okay, because I'm like,
you see that.
Okay, because I'm wondering, I'm seeing a lot of sell signals starting to come through. So the initial kind of run up, it looks like it's starting to fall a little bit. NVIDIA is literally, and I'm going to go back to that screen for a second, but let me just talk about Shopify. The Shopify is currently in the sales signal. Is down about it's down to $90.15 or so, $90 and 10-15 cents. Sorry, 1 minute chart, and 3 and 5 and 15, we all are in a sell. So this is really starting to fall a little bit. It's only 9:50 a.m. I'm probably going to look to enter maybe into this maybe around the next buy signal, or just wait a little bit maybe for the 10 o'clock hour. But it looks like there's going to be a lot of upside potential for Shopify. It is definitely a company that everyone has their eyes out on this week, okay? I also want to highlight NVIDIA really quickly. Now, remember a few minutes ago when I was all hyped, I was like, oh my God, NVIDIA is going to the moon for the next few minutes. It did that for the next few minutes, and then it immediately fell, all right? Looking at our 1 minute chart, as you can see, 1 minute. On our 1 minute chart, you see we had this buy signal, and this thing literally shot up, okay? NVIDIA had got as high as $735 or so. It was up about another $13, remember that? And now we got this sales signal that came through at 9:40, and it's literally been falling ever since then. Now NVIDIA is only up about $3.56. So these are a few of the things that we're eyeing this morning. Let me take a quick look at ELF. Just curious where I pop over there. Okay, it did receive a sell signal, and it fell just a little bit here. But as I mentioned, it looks like things are starting to we have a lot of sell signals coming through. So those are some of the things that I am looking at.
Okay. On the future side, the algo did enter into the sale on the NASDAQ. Okay. So we now are in the sell side on the NASDAQ, and we are still in the same oil trade, and we're up 420. So we were up about $600, $700. So a little retracement off of that, a little bit around that third standard deviation on the oil side, but we're still up in that trade, and now it's looking like the NASDAQ is trying to sell off, but getting some support around that first standard deviation, and bounced up, and now it's coming up to the VWAP. So let's see if it breaks through this VWAP to the upside, or if the VWAP is going to still serve as some strong resistance, okay? All right, and then we were coming over here to the Lockheed Martin. We'll just wait to the top of the hour to see, because now it's 9:52. So we will wait to 9:52 and see if we enter into the buy side here. And then I believe we also had a sale on Apple, so we may get ready to exit out of that trade potentially. We'll see what it's doing at the top of the hour, because we still are within our 5% rule over here, and it hasn't hit our stop loss or take our stop loss. So we're still in that trade. We started out the day, we was up about 8,400. We're now up only 82. So we're down about $200 on the day overall from our swing trades. And right now, the main negative is kind of just that $83 on Apple. So as we approach the 10 o'clock hour, we will see what's going on. The market kind of been consolidating. There was an initial move out of the gate, and then a retracement with a sell-off, and now it is just kind of consolidating right now, trying to figure out what it's going to do. So a lot of things are mixed. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the market was at the top of these, third standard deviations, and showing some resistance into the market. So the latter half of the day is still showing red and showing a sell-off. So we will keep our eyes on those as we, kind of progress throughout the day. But right now, this first 15 minutes to a half an hour hasn't really shown who's going to win the day, even though we've seen a bull move and we've seen a sell move. Khalid said, I feel this so hard, meetings with a toddler. Yeah, we battling, y'all. It's all good, though. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Tony said, where's the on-call emergency daddy service? Listen, we had 5 minutes. It was like, y'all gotta come pick y'all kids up right now.
Yeah, literally.
All we had time to do was call Jesus.
Yeah, I literally took them to school, came to the office, sat down. I'm talking about as soon as I sat down, they text me.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see.
We ain't had no time to call nobody.
And it was right before the markets. So it's all good. You know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Good. Okay. Let's try one of the fruit snacks for the first time.
Okay.
Thoughts on Timus?
Ms. Diva said Shopify hit its 52-week high this morning. Tony said, "Where's?" Oh, okay, yeah, you already read that one. Tony said Stanley.
Look at Stanley.
Oh, the cup joint. Because she was like the dad service. I'm like, oh, maybe that's
Not the dad. Oh, Danny service? Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to look at, I think she may be looking at T-Mobile.
Stanley is the cup.
Colleen's T-Mobile, I think that's TMUS.
Jealous? You got jealous about Stanley?
Hey, you know, I'm playing the game.
Lord. Y'all see the true colors. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's look at Stanley real quick. I was just putting in a little limit order. I'm so tired of Mattel. I just want to get out. You ever been like a trade? You like, I just went out. It's only down $300, but I ain't giving them this $300. They're gonna run me back my money. But I just went ahead and set. I want out of this. I'm just so over Mattel. I don't like these stocks that just don't move. That's what frustrates me. Like, cause we're also used to stocks that be like bussing. Like Nvidia will run up $10 and run down $10, and Mattel is just like, earnings are over, business is normal, click, click, click. Like nothing. It's like, come on, man, hurry up. Anyway, that's just how I feel. Okay, definitely would love a nice brunch right now with a good mimosa. That'd be vibey.
Random.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right, Timus. Thoughts on Timus for Miss Colleen. All right, Miss Colleen. So right now, currently on the 1-minute chart, we do have a sell signal, okay? You said call specifically, right? Thoughts on Timus? Oh, just options in general. Okay, so right now we have a sell signal that came through on the 1-minute chart at 9:51. It's currently 9:57, all right? And then on our 3-minute, we also have a sell, and then our 5, we also have a sell, okay? If we go a little bit longer out to our 2-hour chart, it is trending up, okay? So my thoughts on this one is it's trending down right now. I think that if you purchase calls that are a few weeks out, you would definitely see profit on the upside more than you would on the downside. But let's look at the day chart before I say anything wrong. Yep, so on our day chart, we have a buy, and in our week chart, we also, you okay? Okay. On our day chart and our week chart, we also have a buy. So I would say if you're looking for a trade opportunity for T-Mobile, I would look for calls personally, and just make sure your expiration date ain't for this Friday, and you should be fine. But right now, it looks like it is starting to trend down, okay? I also am a T-Mobile member, okay? VIP, as they call us now, a T-Mobile VIP Magenta. That's what they said last night on the Super Bowl commercial. They're like, we're all VIPs at T-Mobile or something like that. Anyway, they had a really cute Super Bowl commercial, and they had all the little actors and actresses. They had Jay Hudson, and they had Common. Y'all know they dating now, right? Common and Jay Hudson. I'm like, he just make his little way around. They trying to say that he's like, what do they call like those men or women that are like they chase fame chasers. Like he basically dates whoever's hot at the moment. Anyway, little Super Bowl gossip. But I thought it was pretty interesting that they were in the commercial together. So shout out to Common. I'm like, I don't know what Common putting down over there, but he definitely make his way around the industry, okay? All right, looking over. So that was T-Mobile. So Colleen, gotcha. Oh yeah, she said it was cute. It was, right? It was very cute. Okay. I don't have my iPad, so I gotta look over there unless you put it up there, but I have to keep looking this way. Okay. It said we don't chase the market comment. Is that what it said? Is that market? I can't see behind that little heart. Okay, so thoughts on Timus, got that. Miss Suzanne said, I'm still in the riot / Mara. How does look for the day? Gotcha. And then M. Wim said, I have twin daughters in daycare, and I know all about them quick call for pickup days. Yes, girl. You listen, you know what that's about. They be like, you got to pick them up right now. Like, right? Like, can I get 10 minutes? No, right? Now, stop what you're doing. Parent life. Okay, so Riot and Mara. I have my contacts in, but I still feel like I can't see. I think that's really far. It's just a lot going on today. Definitely our probably most unpolished show that we've had.
battling y'all. It's all good.
It'll probably be our best show. Probably have the highest ratings. All right. So Riot.
So real. That's
right. It's so real. They're like, that's the realest stock show we ever seen. Okay. So looking at our minute chart, let me refresh here. 1 second, y'all. Okay. Wow. Wow, Miss Suzanne. Look at that. I think you talked about this earlier, I feel like. But look,
Bitcoin got buy side.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I missed all that. So, okay. This is why it's important to do your pre-market analysis. Okay. So right now we do have a buy signal, Miss Suzanne, that came through right here at 9:20. At 9:20 a.m. Okay. Hey. You can't eat that. It's not real. Okay. We'll get you some sushi, but that ain't real. We had a buy signal that came through right now at 9:20 a.m. All right, and this buy signal, as you can see, literally shot up, as I think Dion mentioned, to be from the up in cryptocurrency. Okay, and then sell. We just received a sell signal, Miss Suzanne, right here at 10. Okay, and then if we go and look at the 3-minute, we're still technically in the buy. The 5 is in the buy. But let's go a little bit further out from Miss Suzanne here for our 2-hour and then our day chart. So in our day chart, we are in a buy. We received a buy signal on February the 8th, and it's been trending up since then. I do think, Miss Suzanne, if you are still holding, I'm assuming calls, please let me know if that's correct, Miss Suzanne, because you didn't say calls or puts. If you are in calls, you should be fine for Riot. It may trend down a little bit. If your expiration date isn't in the next week, you should be good. Riot looks like it will continue. It is in a buy for the day, okay? And then it looks like it is also in a buy for the week. So you should be good there, Miss Suzanne, okay? The other one that you wanted to look at was Mara. I know we were talking about Mara last week. Okay. Okay. So for our week chart, because we're already there, we are in a buy for the week, Miss Suzanne. So it looks like it is going to continue to trend up there on the week chart and the day chart and on the 2-hour chart as well. And our 1 minute, we just received the sell, but it looks like everything is settling right now. Okay. So with that being said, you should be fine as far as holding these. Okay. You should be good to go. All right, perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Carissa said, when you guys say e.l.f., are you guys referring to the makeup company? Yep. So we're, I think it's Carissa. We are referring to the makeup company, okay? e.l.f., and we were trading e.l.f. last week, Carissa, because, hey, shh, voices down. You got to a little lower, okay? Thank you. Yes, we are referring to the makeup company e.l.f. So their ticker symbol is ELF. Carissa, actually, I'll show it, if we're still on my screen, I'll show you this just so you can see it. So this is their ticker symbol, ELF. They are, looks like they're actually trending down right now. They're in a sell signal currently, but they released their earnings last week. All right, they released their earnings last week, and they have originally, I think, had shot up and then fell down a little bit. As you can see, this was their earnings. They went up about $3.83 on that day. They fell down and then ended up moving up. So anyway, but yes, we are talking about e.l.f., the cosmetic company, okay? Hey, ladies, take y'all fruit snack. Okay. It was cute. Okay, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That we don't chase the market comment. Exactly. Okay. Okay, so Kevin said, how do we get the TradingView pulse indicator you all use? Who is the author? We are the authors. Well, more specifically, Dion is the author of this indicator. It is not available for sale just yet. So hold your coins, Kevin. We will be releasing it, but it's not available for public usage yet. It is a custom built algorithm that my husband made, and I have it because he likes me.
Yeah, so we'll release them soon. We actually got some meetings about it today, and we will keep you all posted on it. But yeah, that is the plan, to release it ideally by the end of the month.
What's TYSM?
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I feel so, today is not it for me.
You thought it was a...
Y'all are so hip, Krista. I was...
You thought it was a stop?
Yo, show my screen real quick. Go down so they get...
That's funny.
I'm like, what is TYSM? I'm invalid signal. I'm like, wow, I feel not hip. Thank you. Thank you, Krista, for keeping me hip. I didn't know. I was like, what's that? When y'all talk about TYSM? Hilarious. All right. On that note, I don't know what else to say. All right. So NVIDIA is, looks like we did just receive, I think we're back in a buy for NVIDIA. So could be some opportunities there. Obviously, this buy signal came through. What time did this come through? This came through at 10:03. It's 10:06. All right, let's play with NVIDIA a little bit today, y'all. Let's play with it real quick. Let's play around with NVIDIA. We just got this buy signal. And let's put a little trade in. All right, so NVIDIA, I'm hoping that so we're gonna click trade options. All right, I'm gonna go back out to the 15th. It's my favorite date currently. Scroll down to something that is in the money. Trading around $47, $47.53. Go ahead and grab this delta. That's 0.43. Not bad. I'm gonna put an order in. Let's buy 5. I think I have buying power for that. Okay. We'll go ahead and click submit. We're buying 5. It's gonna cost me $23,000. Orders pending. And let's see if it does anything. Did it fill? I don't think it filled. Give me a second here. Let me refresh. All right, so we're in this NVIDIA trade. Let's play around with NVIDIA a little bit. Looks like it's bouncing around, and I love how it bounces or consolidates, as they say, or really, actually, not even consolidating. It literally just bounces around. It goes from like, oh, I'm down $2 to like, oh, I'm up 20. So got on the call side because we just received a buy signal. So I did purchase. If anyone wants to get in on this with me, it's always better to do it with friends. Okay. Ticker symbol. We have to laugh loud today to overshadow the children fighting over a sushi kit. I wonder why I only bought one sushi kit. I should have bought 2. Usually buy 2. Anyway, so I know. I'm sorry. I'll buy 2. All right. So ticker symbol NVDA 730 strike price call expiration date March 15th. Total return currently we're down about $35. It's cool. We just got in the trade, waiting for it to do what it needs to do. Down about 110 here. So right now NVIDIA is up $4.39. So we're waiting for. We just got another. Oh, nice. Okay. So we had a buy at 10:04. Then I was talking and we got a sell, and then it got another buy. So it sell for 2 minutes, and we just see another buy at 10:09. So we should start to see this trend up a little bit here. Let me look at the 3-minute. We have a buy on the 3. On the 5, it's still in the sell, which definitely makes sense because this buy signal just came through. So a 5-minute 5 minutes of time has not happened yet. So as you can see, NVIDIA is currently up $6.64. We entered at a very good time. All right, we're currently up about 600 bucks in this trade. We've been in this trade for 2 minutes. All right, who makes $600 in 2 minutes? I don't even know if doctors do they? I think it depends if they're doing like a surgery, like a brain surgery, maybe. But then they also have like all that student loan debt, but whatever. So we currently were up about $6. We were currently up about $6. Now it looks like I'm not looking at the chart. I'm just reflecting to you the earnings here. I could come in here and do a couple things. I could see that, hey, it did get as high as 600. Maybe it'll hit there again. Maybe my profit, ladies. Shh. Okay, well keep your baby, girl. Fight for your baby. Okay, so we're currently up 665 in this trade. All right. So this is why you got to set stop losses and stuff, because see, kids will start yelling and get you off track. Is anybody else in this trade with me? Janine said NVIDIA. Awesome. I think that means she is. Anybody else in the NVIDIA trade? We're up 700 bucks. So I could do a couple things here. I could go in and set a stop, meaning like locking it in, or I could just set a straight up limit order. Like, you know what? Give me $1,000. Use the bathroom. Okay, 1 second. I'm probably gonna have to pause for a second for a potty break. Do you want me to take it?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. So I am gonna just let this ride. Okay. I'm very comfortable leaving this for a few minutes while we take this restroom break, and I think NVIDIA will do what we needed to do while I'm gone. Okay.
Okay. So we'll get ready to hop in on this Lockheed Martin purchase.
I stay in NVIDIA. I love it. I love it.
So as soon as we get a buy on the 1 minute for Lockheed Martin, we'll go ahead and hop in. It did happen at 9:58. We missed that because it's just a lot going on in here. So if you got into it, congratulations. We did get the signal on the 1 hour. I called it around 9:40. We didn't get a chance to get in around 9:40. I said we're gonna get in around top of the hour. We didn't get in around top of the hour. So we'll wait on this retracement here and see if we can go ahead and hop in here in Lockheed Martin. Okay. Apple, we're in. It's still kind of battling. Let's go on the 1 hour. We're long on it, and it's not really like it's getting support here, the same area. This is, they've been holding that line there, and it hasn't hit our 5%. So on one hand, I do want to get out, but because we're on the buy side and we're long Apple and it is on our watch list and I'm okay with holding it and it hasn't hit our 5%, I'm actually okay with holding this. If it wasn't on our watch list, I would probably exit because of that signal. Amazon, we are up $328. I'll go ahead, because the market is consolidating, I'll go ahead in here and adjust this and lock in 200% return on our investment, which would be around 220. We got in, we risked 120, we're up 121, so that's 100% return on our investment. I will go ahead and lock in 220 since the market don't know what it wants to do. All right, and you can see we started out at 8,400, we're literally at 8,200. So the market literally has just been consolidating the entire morning, okay? So no real big moves either way. We could start out back at the top of our watch list. So IBM did get a sale at 9:30. If you got into that, we could sell IBM here at the 15-minute mark at 10:15, and it is in a sale, so yep. Okay, we can get ready to sell IBM when the next sell signal on here for IBM. All right, Nancy is also in the sell signal. Okay, so we got taken out of our trade with Nancy, locked in at profits. All right, well, actually, no, it looks like we're still in with Nancy. Let's see, wait. Nancy here, so we're up 203. Oh, that's the 1 minute chart, that's why. Okay, yeah, so we're up 203 on Nancy. Quite well. So we'll just continue to ride that ride. Stocks are looking mixed right now. Stocks look like they don't really know what they want to do. So we'll go over here. Let's go to the crypto market. 1 hour buy on the crypto at 9, 10:15. Okay, let's look at the 15-minute chart. 5-minute, all in a buy. Just got this buy. Okay, we can go ahead over here and enter into crypto trade here on the 10:15. Okay. And stop loss. You go here and risk 1,000 on Bitcoin. Okay. $1,000. All right. Buy side on Bitcoin. Okay, so we're long BTC. Okay, if you guys have any stocks, bonds, options, futures, forex, or crypto you guys want us to take a look at, feel free. Shout a holla. All right, 1 hour on the forex, looking at US dollar, US dollar JPY, Japanese yen. Okay, in the buy side here, let's step down to the 15-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1 minute, all in buys. Okay, so we can go ahead, enter, excuse me. I don't know why I keep clicking that button. Enter into a trade on the buy side of that. Okay. There's 5% there. We're gonna buy USD JP Morgan. Okay, Great British Pound. I said JP Morgan. USD JPY. Great British Pound JPY, 1 hour buy, 15-minute buy, 5-minute getting some resistance, and the 1 minute is showing resistance for the last like 10 minutes. So when we get a buy signal on Great British Pound JPY, we can go ahead and here and get into that sell, to that buy side as well. Okay. All right, so we start to get some support here. Let's see if we get a buy signal here in the next couple of minutes. Okay, Shireen said, thoughts on NVIDIA earnings? Hard to tell based on the chart. Looks like a parabolic arc. So I don't personally trade earning reports, just too much, too many variables that you're not really in control. I stay out of them. I look at them as like big news events. Dominique loves trading the earning reports. So I'll let her give you her thoughts and analysis on NVIDIA for the earning reports. I look at things from a data-driven and confluence standpoint. And I also use that data to exit on news. So whether that's intraday trading or big financial economic news, I even have my algorithm set to not trade it, because this, for me, is just not really worth the risk. And then you can let it happen and then go. Because I am what's called a market neutral trader. I'm non-biased. I don't really care if I make money on the upside or the downside. I'm more market neutral. So I like things to put me in a position to not be directionally biased, not be dependent on it breaking up to the upside or to the downside. That's a personal thing based off of my studies, based off my analysis and stuff like that. But I will, I do, trading investors personally, everybody got their own unique styles. And I know Dominique likes trading the earnings and stuff like that. So I'll let her do that when she comes back. Also, when it comes to options, my default approach is selling premium. I do occasionally take some naked calls and puts here and there. But even so, my overall options approach are like selling premium or straddles or strangles or synthetics and stuff like that. So all the stuff that, we go over in Wall Street Academy and that's being rolled out in these courses and stuff like that, you'll get an array of approaches, right? And we'll teach you the fundamental approach on how to do those things, and then how to use these tools and things like that we create that give you the opportunity to put yourself in a high probability position to be successful and be consistent. Like that's the main difference between successful traders and non-successful traders is consistency, right? So, and again, if you have your own analysis and okay, we just got a buy signal.
How's the video?
Somebody just asked about that. What are your thoughts on the video for earning report? I said I was gonna wait till you come back. You can holler at them for that.
1 second.
Yeah, because they was asking around earnings. You know, I don't trade earnings like that. Okay, so we did just get a buy signal on a Great British Pound, JPY, and then we just hopped into it, and now it's starting to go to the upside, okay? So our two current day trades are long Bitcoin and long Great British Pound, JPY, and then we also went long USD, JPY, okay? So those are our three current day trades of the day, and we will keep our eye on those, all right? Okay, so that's that. Let's go over here and check out if we got anything on in the futures. All right, so gold just entered into the game, selling gold on the sell side, not currently profitable, down $1.90. We did win nicely off of this oil trade. We got paid initially off of the buy on the NASDAQ. On the sell, we got stopped out. It didn't really catch all of that move, but it was a good call. So if you are still in the sell side on that, congratulations. It looks like they're starting to hold the line there at that VWAP. So right now it's battling between the VWAP and the first and second standard deviations to the downside. Looks like they're having a pretty strong battle there, but from a timing perspective, it is starting to trend down. So we will see. It's in a little consolidation area, pretty much between 18,014 to 18,033. So about a 20-point range right now. So there is going to be a breakout, and we'll see which side it breaks out. The pre-market analysis showed that longer term throughout the session, it was high probability to be to the downside. But again, you know, anything can happen. And the NASDAQ is very heavily tech driven. So if, you know, NASDAQ, Microsoft, Apple entities get any type of reason to run, then, you know, the NASDAQ is going to follow suit. The NASDAQ futures are going to follow suit. But right now, longer term, throughout the day of the session, it looks like it may be trending down. It may, you know, it may trend down slowly, or they might start to pick up some momentum, you know, after the 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock hour. But that's what the data says right now, okay? All right, if any of you all are new to the Money Matrix show, welcome, thank you. Please click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications for when we go live. You get that notification, and we're also starting to post a lot more videos and stuff like that on the page. If you want to join our completely free Money Matrix Discord and join other like-minded individuals talking about trading, investing, asking questions, a support group, all of that stuff, get in there, buy with the community, ask questions and things of that nature. If you want to learn from us and actually learn the fundamentals and what we do, how we do, when we do, why we do it, and those specifics, you can click the link in the description or scan the QR code and join the Wall Street Academy, which is our program where we teach you how to invest. We also teach you how to swing trade. We also teach you how to day trade, and we cover everything from stocks, bonds, options, forex, futures, and crypto in our Wall Street Academy program. You can also put in the Money Matrix as a coupon code, and when you put in the Money Matrix as a coupon code, it will give you 50% off of the Wall Street Academy, okay? So, again, it's looking like just a good amount of consolidation in the market, not a lot of actual volatility today in general. Maybe everybody is hungover from the Super Bowl, but it doesn't seem like a lot of volatility. Decent amount of volume in the market, but not a lot of volatility, and it is consolidating. Let me check to see if we had any news on forex factory that may be triggering this consolidation. Okay, federal budget balance is coming out at 2. FOMC meeting is at 12. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So people are just consolidating until the news really, the news comes out at, the FOMC meeting is at 12. So that makes a good amount of sense. Then the markets might be volatile around there. And then at 2 o'clock, you got the federal budget balance. So there are some pretty big news announcements coming in at the 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock hour, which is why it might not be a lot of volatility in the market. People just waiting on that news. And so with that news, it's going to be interesting to see, because that's when the volume and volatility, that's when the volatility may pick up in the markets. And then if it does, then you'll start to see some trends. Okay.
Yep.
Welcome back. Hop into it.
Okay.
So NVIDIA, they were asking about earnings.
Nice, nice. Okay. So, I mean, awesome. Okay, so Shereen says she's saying NVIDIA, Janice is in NVIDIA, Janine NVIDIA, Purple Green Berry is in NVIDIA as well. Shereen said thoughts on NVIDIA. Earnings hard to tell based on charts, looks like a parabolic arc. You know, it's interesting. I personally, oh, I don't have a mic on. 1 second. So I don't know if anyone can hear me. Sorry about that. Mic on there? Good. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I had took my mic off. But she was asking about the earnings. I'm honestly really not sure. I feel like NVIDIA is just not a very. I don't say it's not realistic, but it has so much frenzy behind it. It's very interesting. I honestly am thinking that it's probably going to go up. This is what I think. I think it might head up to the 800, believe it or not. But then there's this other part of me that feels like the earnings, or the positive earnings, is already cooked into this crazy ride up that it's taken over the, oh my God, my ponytail's falling. This crazy ride up that it has taken over the last few weeks, right? If we look at these charts, we're still in this buy. We actually, looks like we just got another. Let me check the 1 minute chart really quickly since we're in this trade. This buy signal is still trending up, just FYI, for all of us that are still in this trade. We should be up, depending on how many contracts you bought, you should be up pretty nicely, because now it's just approaching $11 a share. But if we look at NVIDIA for the day chart, right? Look at this. It's literally been trending up since January 5th. And if you go further, I mean, it's all it does is go up. Like, when will it stop? I don't know, hopefully never. But it can literally, it could keep going. Like, if we look at something like Chipotle, right? Look at Chipotle. Chipotle, ticker symbol CMG, is trading at $2,613. So for those of you who are new to the markets and you think that, oh my gosh, this thing can't go but so high, that's not the case. This thing could literally, it could get into the thousands. And so I honestly feel like the earnings gonna come out. They're gonna be phenomenal. I think that it's gonna go up. And if it doesn't, it's gonna just be stagnant. I don't think it's necessarily gonna take a huge fall. But I don't know. I don't know, you know, like, I really don't know. Because the one thing with earnings, it is so hard to tell what they're going to do. But that's also why I was saying I'm definitely going to play with NVIDIA for their earnings, because, you know, NVIDIA is my stock bay. But I'm going to wait until we get a little bit closer, because their earnings isn't until, I think, the 21st, February 21st. So yeah. So currently right now, NVIDIA is, we're currently on the day chart, but if we look at the 1 minute chart as well, it says AI frenzy puts NVIDIA briefly ahead of Amazon in market value. Interesting. So NVIDIA apparently has, that's great. That's wild. That's wild. That ain't a lot. That is wild. That's some wild stuff. But NVIDIA apparently briefly was put ahead of Amazon in market value. Not sure if it stayed, but that's wild, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay. It looks like we're in our 1 minute. Looks like it's trying to trend down right here, but it's like might be hitting some resistance here. But it is up $10 a share. So currently we're up about 1,300 or so. It's kind of bouncing back and forth in profit there. So I actually may set a stop loss to lock in 1,000, but I feel like it's hitting like it's consolidating there, and I don't want to get stopped out on the consolidation, to be honest. I'm probably gonna hold this until I get a sale on the 1 minute. Okay. What else y'all been talking about? Is that a sale? No, that's a 5 minute. So that's one. Yeah, I don't know what this earning is gonna do. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Beast Mom, which is Phyllis, said, you gonna put it up there? Yeah, because I'm struggling over here.
That's the wrong show.
Wrong show. Okay. It says, so Phyllis said, I jumped into Riot and it is really up and down. I'm not feeling confident in this one. Let's take another look at Riot. Now, remember what we said for Riot, it may not do what you needed to do exactly today, but you may want to swing trade this. You may want to swing trade this today. Oh, Carissa says she's in it too. Yeah, I ain't say it's gonna do what y'all need to do today. I say give it a couple days. Patience, my friends. Patience, Phyllis and
Well, remember with Riot,
where is Patience today? There's a young lady here usually named Patience.
Riot tracks closely with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is in the middle of a strong buy signal that we kind of went over in the pre-market analysis, right?
I'm also curious where her entry point is, because NVIDIA, if you bought at that sale, the last time we got the sell signal here, you should be up. Bitcoin's up. I'm not Bitcoin. Riot is up.
Well, Bitcoin is up, and we just got in on the Bitcoin. We just got in on a buy side call on Bitcoin, and we're already up $120. So we called this Bitcoin move a couple minutes ago. We're up $151, right? So if you look at
nice, Miss Suzanne.
If you look at Bitcoin, right, and you look at the 1 day chart, you can see that Bitcoin has been trending up since the algo called this buy on February 6th, last Tuesday. Has been trending up. Now, if you go to Riot and you go to the 1 day chart, you can see Riot's been trending up since last Thursday, right? Excuse me. So it tracks closely to Bitcoin. You go down to the 2 hour on Bitcoin, and you will see Bitcoin get a buy signal at 9 o'clock this morning, and it had a sell on Sunday because it trades 24 hours, right? And you go down to the 2 hour on Riot, and you can see Riot get a buy signal on last Wednesday and been trading it up. And if I look at Bitcoin last Wednesday, what's today? The 12th. Last Wednesday was what, the 7th? And I look at Bitcoin on the 7th is right after that buy signal on the 6th, right? So typically, I mentioned this multiple times throughout the different shows. As Bitcoin goes, Riot tracks closely with that. Because before they came out with the Bitcoin ETFs and stuff like that, that was how people were getting market exposure to Bitcoin without actually having to buy Bitcoin, because it's still not as easy to actually buy real Bitcoin and actually own the keys, because that's the other thing everybody needs to know. If you are looking to invest in trade, if you are looking to invest in trade, if you're looking to invest, if you are looking to invest in trade in Bitcoin, if you do not own the keys, you do not own the coin. Okay, so even if you bought your Bitcoin on Coinbase, if you bought your Bitcoin on Robinhood, if you bought your Bitcoin on any of these platforms, if you do not own the key, the actual cryptography key of that coin, you do not own it, okay? So we really need to understand that as well, okay? So yes, Riot on the 2 hour and the 1 day and the 1 week are all in the buy signal. 1 week actually just entered to a buy signal today. So if I were looking to get calls on Riot, I would literally enter them to today for 14, 30, 60 days out, because now the 1 week just got a buy signal, okay?
Awesome. There's Patience. She's back. She said, hey, Dominique, I'm right here doing a lot of listening, taking notes. All right, Pastor, make sure you're okay. I was like, where Patience at? I ain't seen her today. Love it. Good to see you here.
Yeah, Suzanne said, I've been in Riot since last week. That's why I'm up nicely. Congrats.
Yeah, and Philly, your expiration date is March 8th, so you'll be good.
Yeah.
If anyone is still in the NVIDIA trade with me here, we are up nicely, up over 2,200 so far in this one trade. So...
All right, really, and if anybody got into that Bitcoin trade, we're now up $486 already. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the stop loss. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got that locked in. We're up $450. Okay. So we risked 1,000, and now we're up 45% on that investment. So I just went in and locked in 25%. So we don't turn a winning trade into a losing trade.
Don't do that.
And now we'll just continue to ride the ride. Okay. So we are long BTC. All right. And also, so we started out the day at 8,400. Now we're up to 8,900, up $400 on today so far. Okay, only thing that's really hurting us is Apple. So I think we'll go ahead and let Apple. We only risk 120. So if Apple go ahead and stop us out, then cool. We'll go ahead and get up out of that trade. But as of right now, everything else we've hopped in today and on the swing trades are green, okay?
Apple has been like really annoying all year. And I love, excuse me, I love Apple, but it's been really annoying. So we're approaching a 3K return on this NVIDIA trade. NVIDIA is still pushing up. If you guys are still in the trade, I've been eyeing the 1 minute chart for a sales signal. And this thing has literally been up since 10:22 a.m. It's currently 10:38. So we have been in this NVIDIA trade for 29 minutes. 29 minutes. We're at 30 minutes. We're up 2,925. It's approaching 3K here. Looks like it's hitting maybe a little bit of resistance right here. But yeah, this is still trending up. Even if you just do this one trade today, it's great. That also means that NVIDIA must have just hit another 52-week high of all-time high, actually. Looks like it may have hit an all-time high of all-time high today, 52-week. No, this is all-time high of 736.47. 736.60, excuse me, 736.60. So it did hit another all-time high. While we're watching this money run up, please make sure all of you guys that are new, guys and gals, that are new to the Money Matrix, thank you so much for tuning in. This isn't the end, but thank you for tuning in for another day at Money Matrix. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please do so. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get those subscribers up. Also, and hit that little bell, excuse me, so that you are notified when we go live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If this is your first time tuning in, we don't typically have children on the show. I would love to just disclaim that this is a one-time thing. We had an incident at our children's school, and they basically, as soon as Dion dropped them off, they said, you need to come pick them up because the whole school is closing. And so we had no time to call anybody for help because we had to come straight here to be with you guys, okay? So just want to preface that our show is usually a little bit more polished. Hopefully the people in the chat can agree. It is nice to have the kids here, and also shout out to Odell, who is kind of nannying and producing at the same time. So, you know, God loves to give us tests to see if we can handle our work, even with a little distraction. So you're doing a good job. They're playing sushi over there. But yeah, in other words, NVIDIA is approaching $16 a share. Oh, also, if you are new and you have no clue what we're talking about, you could click the link in the description. I think also it pops up. It's also pinned in the chat. But you can click the link and you can join our Wall Street Academy, okay? Our Wall Street Academy is the course that we have that teaches you the ins and outs of all of this stuff, how to set up your charts so that you can hop in with us Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and literally just get straight to the bag like everyone else that's on here, Miss Suzanne, Lisa, Patience, Beast Mom, Phyllis, everybody, you know? So, ooh, stomach growling a little bit. Colleen said, put them to work. I know you invest for them. I do. I was actually thinking today, and I'll share this with you. One of the things I'm considering doing, because Dawson has more money than Demi because she's just been around a little longer, keeping 100 with you. But because she has more years, right, than her. But I'm actually thinking about moving some of Dawson's money from Acorns, not all of it, but some of it from Acorns, because I want to trade a little bit more. Because as you guys know, with Acorns, you're more in portfolios, and I feel like it could be growing a little bit more. I could be trading it a little bit more. So I actually may move a little bit of it, just not all of it, just a little bit of it to keep her diversified. So one thing I was actually thinking about yesterday when me and her were looking at her little account. So NVIDIA is still trending up here. All right. We are up. Oh, shh. Hey, sushi shop. It's kind of loud, okay? We are over $3,000 in profit. I am going to lock in some of this because they could distract me and I don't want to lose my little money. So. Yeah. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to set a little stop. Wait, where are we at?
Seesaw said, boo-hoo, I sold Mara option on Friday.
Oh.
And look at it go now. Now, question would be, why did you sell it, right?
Because it was Friday.
Data-driven? Now, yeah, if it wasn't a longer expiration date, then by all means, yes. Okay? So that's a key thing. All right? Okay, so coming over here, we're approaching the 10:45. We can come over here and see if we have any opportunities to hop in. I know I missed Lockheed Martin like 3 times already today. And we was going to get initially in on this buy signal at the top of the hour. So and we're long on it. So it's okay to purchase these things if we're on the buy side for things that we're already long on, okay? Especially if we're only sticking to the rules. 5%.
Just got a sales signal on NVIDIA.
On what chart?
1.
Oh, okay.
So we do have a sales signal on NVIDIA in a 1-minute chart. If anyone's in, I'm gonna go ahead and either sell or lock, and I actually might just sell and get back in. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Just sell, because it's probably gonna go down and just get back in a little while. Okay.
All right. So Dominique says she's gonna set to exit out of her NVIDIA trade. So okay, so yeah, we're approaching the 10:45. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to lock in on Lockheed Martin. Okay, and it's trading at about $428 a share, and I'm going to exit about 45 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead at the 10:45 and enter into a buy on Lockheed Martin LMT. So we're going long LMT based off of this 1-hour buy signal. Okay, showing quality support. The 2 hours in the buy signal. Now, the 1 day wasn't a sell-off, but it's showing quality support here where it held the line, set the second standard deviation, and they bounced it up to the VWAP. Okay, so those are the reasons that I'm getting in here, because I'm going to be looking at this as a swing trade to go ahead and try to ride this support up based off of those shorter term signals. Okay,
We got another buy.
all right, so just bought Lockheed Martin. Now I'm long Lockheed Martin based off of those. Okay, and you can see we're trading different asset classes, different amounts: stocks, bonds, options, forex, futures, crypto, and we're also trading them. And we're also investing. So this is our investing 2024 watch list. And then we're also trading different amounts, thousands of dollars, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, and sometimes just one contract, right? Because we know everybody that watches the show is at a different place in their financial journeys, in their trading and investing journeys, and in their budgets and in their bags. Okay, so can we do a lot more and a lot less? Yeah, a lot more and a lot less, yes. But we also just want to make it relatable for everybody and to help ease some of y'all greed, because I know we'd have made a substantial amount of money in front of our community sometime, and then everybody get the trigger finger and they, yes, baby, and can't keep up. Or, you want some water? Okay. There you go.
So I did.
Don't care about what I'm saying.
She don't care. I did go ahead and get out of my NVIDIA trade because I had sell signals and it's just a lot going on. We had sell signals for 2 minutes. I got out. I locked in $2,850. So not bad for 30 minutes. And then we did just get another buy signal a couple minutes later, and it is starting to trend back up, right? And so, you know, yes, it'd be great to still be in the trade, but it's cool. I can always get back in. Wish I could do right now. It is starting to trend up a little bit. It just crossed $16 a share. Samir said, I'm up 200% on my first options call. Y'all motivate me every day to continue. I just turned 23.
Hey,
Recently, best gift I gave myself. Oh, I love to hear that, Samir. Thank you so much.
Love to hear it.
I love that. That's awesome. And happy
23rd birthday.
Yeah, happy 23rd birthday. I'm so proud of you. Listen, imagine starting at 23. I love it. I love it. Can we just say, can we look at Meta for options? Sure. Let's take a look at Meta. And congratulations again, Samir Allen. Very, very proud of you. So proud of you. Oh, awesome. Meta.
Careful.
All right. So Meta, what time is it? 10:47. Okay. So Meta here on our 1 minute chart, we did just receive a sell signal. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not confident. Let me see how this bar finishes. But we've been in a buy since 10:34 on Meta. Looks like Meta is up $8.77 today. Yep. It's still in a buy currently. So 1 minute, 3, 5. Okay, all in a buy. It's still in a buy. Okay, we haven't received. Yeah, it's all pushing up right now for Meta currently. No sell signals on deck right now. So it could be potentially a good upside trade for Meta. I don't know how long it's going to hold this, but it looks like it's going to hold it for a while. Okay. But yeah, it looks like a lot of upside potential for Meta. Also want to highlight for NVIDIA, I am happy I got out because NVIDIA did push up, and then it did start to fall a little slightly here, and that sell signal came back. So I was able to, I'm happy I was able to lock in that $2,850 because clearly we're going to need to hire some extra childcare. Okay. Yeah, so NVIDIA is back in that sales signal. It looked like it bounced up a little bit, but now it is starting to retrace here. So you can always enter on the sell side, but I would actually probably wait for a couple more of these bars as we're approaching this 10 o'clock hour. Didn't we have some news? 11 o'clock hour. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so at 12 o'clock, we got the FOMC, and at 2 o'clock, we got the Fed budget balance. So
Okay.
two big
So
news
coming
events.
up.
So it's probably about to consolidate really for like probably the next hour for real, for real.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. Shout out to Eric as well. He said, yo, love following you guys, getting that courage for NVIDIA options. Yay, I love it. NVIDIA's fun. Y'all see, I probably trade NVIDIA every day. I love the volatility that it has, and it allows us to be able to make money. And I don't even like to use the word money and quick in the same sentence, but it really does allow you to make money relatively quickly. And even with that trade that I did, technically, I think that would be considered like a 10% return. I paid like $20,000 for those options and walked away with $2,850. But that's just one trade. We're still in a few other trades. Here, we're up about 5,000 in this account today. I probably would have did a lot more today if we didn't have all these kids in here. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Because I definitely saw a lot of opportunity. It was just, I can't.
A lot going on.
I can't do all that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at these real quick for Nene before you get into your buck segment. Keep it a buck.
Keep it up.
Oh, Miss J said, will you be getting into shop? Thank you, Miss J. Thank you so much. I will be getting into shop, and I told you guys I would get into shop with you, okay? Struggling, y'all. It's a struggle right now.
And I'm sorry, y'all. I will be doing more analysis today, but between
it's a lot, y'all.
handling all the news this morning, trading, the babies, all of that.
Yeah,
so
Dion usually does a little bit more. Okay.
I got in like 3 trades, and hopefully Odell got them posted on the thing. So I'm gonna just say this real quick so she can kind of finish this out. We started out at 8,600 today, 8,400. We're up to 9,300. So doing pretty well on our swings. Netflix is back up over 8,000. Bitcoin, we got into Bitcoin about 15 minutes ago. We're up $750 on that. Congratulations if you got in that. Amazon, we're up 330. Lockheed Martin, we got in just a couple minutes ago. We're now bullish, winning on that, $23. So we got into Great British Pound, JPY today. Positive on that. We got into Great British Pound, USD, Great British Pound, positive on that, down 134 in Great British Pound, JPY. And then the 2 day trades on stock, we bought Lockheed Martin, and for crypto we bought that. Okay, so we're up about $1,000 today, and I'm just gonna be quiet until beat the
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So Shopify is starting to trend back up. If anyone is still in the trade or even considering getting in, we did just receive a buy signal at 1050. Not Shopify. NVIDIA. Oh, that's a cute little picture. Cute little picture. Okay. So NVIDIA has a buy signal. It is starting to trend back up a little bit, just FYI, okay? All right, so Nene wants us to look at Palantir and Tau for options. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, and then I promise you guys I'll hop into the Shopify trade with you, okay? So Palantir, currently on the 1 minute chart, we are in a buy signal right now on Palantir, and it is pushing up. As you can see, it's currently up about 12 cents. On our 1 minute, Come on. 3 minute, we're in a sell. That last bar could change into a buy because the other buy signal just came in, so we can circle back on that. Then we have a buy on the 5. So the 1 and the 5 right now currently are in a buy. So it looks like it is poised to start to rise up. Palantir here, okay? And then if we look at Tau Education Group, we are in a buy that came through at 9:30. This buy has literally been, it's literally been up since 9:30. Looks like we were in a, oh, watch out for the outlets. What are you doing? Get up off the floor. Okay. In the 1 minute, sorry y'all, in the 1 minute chart, we are in this sell signal, but I feel like this is about to turn into a buy. I will hold for a second right here. Let me circle back on that. I'll look at the 3 minute chart. On the 3 minute chart, we are still in this buy. It's been trending up. So it looks like it's poised to, yep, and I was right. It turned into a buy. So Tau is about to trend up. Palantir is about to trend up as well. And then we talked about Shopify. Okay. So Seesaw asked about Shopify, and then Miss J as well, and then actually you maybe just answer this yes or no. Does coin trim with Bitcoin? I don't think it does. It doesn't track with Bitcoin because
They used to, but
they don't
they've been under a lot of heat from the regulators. So you would pretty much track coin as you're tracking just a normal, ETF. I wouldn't say track.
it's not an ETF.
No, but
I
track it like it's an ETF versus tracking it like Riot. Riot is an individual stock. Coin is also an individual stock, but Coin is a platform that enables people to trade crypto, right? So you look at it more like a Robinhood versus a crypto, right? So the thing is Bitcoin now also has multiple ETFs, right? Bitcoin, BlackRock has one, ARK has one, Invesco has one, and all that stuff. So if you want Bitcoin exposure, you can now literally just trade into or purchase and invest into the Bitcoin ETFs. If you don't necessarily want to, trade Bitcoin directly, okay?
Okay. All right, so really quickly, hopping back, I know we're going to get into this Shopify trade before we go. The market, I'm not sure if the market, what's going on, but Shopify is definitely running up. It's approaching 17, being up about $17 a share here. As you can see, it is starting to rise. We had this buy signal that came through at 10.50, and it's literally been pushing up since then. So if you got back into I haven't gotten back into the trade, but if you got back into the trade, I'll hold the stock long. So anytime it moves, I'm making money either way. All right, so let's look at Shopify really quickly. We currently still have, let me see, 1 minute. On our 1 minute chart, we are still in this sell for Shopify, okay? So we'd love to buy this while it's down. All right, it's still in its sell signal right here. Now, obviously, we will be purchasing in advance of in anticipation of the earnings tomorrow, okay? Even if this thing goes from hits back up to this high 93, I would still be very, very happy. All right, so let's go look at Shopify. All right, so right now, currently on a 1 minute chart, as I mentioned, we are still in this buy. It looks like we're trying to get a little. All right, so we just got a buy. Maybe I'm a magician, psychic. All right, so Shopify, right? So we'll come over here, we click trade Shopify options. We're gonna go out to March. We do at least March 15th here, okay? Currently, I like this one. This Delta looks good to me. We got a little volume here, $8.35, okay? And then we'll go. And so let's do 15 on Shopify. Cost us 12,000. Okay, baby, we almost done, okay? All right, so, okay, hold on 1 second. You need a wet. Okay, so we pay $8.38. That's a lie. Let's see what we feel that. Hey, I'm doing my trade. Okay, so currently right now we are in a Shopify trade. Maybe you guys saw what I just did here, okay? So we got a Shopify, we got calls on Shopify. Ticker symbol SHOP, strike price 90, March 15th expiration. If you wanted to buy one at this strike price, it would cost you $835, okay? But I bought 15, so it cost me $12,600. Okay, so we're down about $75 right now. Not a big deal at all because we are waiting for the earnings to pop tomorrow morning. Okay, but it looks like Shopify does have some upside potential. It was currently down. It was actually up as high as $3.74. Now, even if this thing gets back up to that $3.74, which would take it back to $94.46, we would be up $94, just to give you an illustration. Come on. we will be up about about 2,500. If it goes up even to 94.40, it will be up about $2,900, even if it hits the high that it hit overnight. Okay, so we are currently in that trade. It is 10. Are you doing your Keep It a Buck segment today? Did you do it? What happened? Are we doing it? What?
Don't we do it every day?
Oh, it's 10:59. So let me stop talking. I just want to make sure you didn't say anything. So that's how I would make sure. All right. So I'm going to hand it over to Dion. We are currently in this trade. As I mentioned for Shopify, hand it over to Dion for his Keep It a Buck segment. It's been a wild day. I don't know what we doing.
It's one of them days.
We going out.
Okay. So we will go into our Keep It a Buck segment for today, and then get ready to wind down, okay? It has been hectic. Thank y'all for dealing with us, and thank you for your patience, okay? All right, so Keep It in a Buck today is this. You could be anything you want. You could be anything you put your mind to, but you cannot be everything, okay? So I want you to laser focus on one thing, okay, and become a master at that one thing until it is completed, and then you can do other things, okay? One of my favorite books is actually called The One Thing, and it talks about how the average person cannot multitask. We've been trying to multitask this morning, and you see how difficult it has been, right? So look at that in your life. You can be anything you want. You can do anything you want, okay? But you can't be everything. So lock in, laser in on something, and be great at it. And then take your abundance from that, diversify, and get other things to minimize your overall risk, okay? So that is my Keep It a Buck segment for today. Okay, and only Demi's forehead made an appearance. All right, but yes, that is. And so we'll round out the show today. Congratulations if you are in any of these trades. Lockheed Martin just went up $30-40. Bitcoin is up $870. It just hit a 52-week high. Just crossed over 49,000. Congrats if you're in that trade. And those are my only active day trades today. We got paid off of oil futures. Got paid off of NASDAQ futures, and we lost a little bit in gold futures, so that's net overall positive as well, okay?
Love it.
If you're new to the show, thank you for watching. I promise you we don't have kids in here every day doing this, so just bear with us, all right? We'll be back here tomorrow live, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Thank you,
to
Nikki,
11 a.m.
He said this is the realest, cutest thing ever. It is definitely super real.
Yes.
But yes, thank you all so much for your patience. And
Yes.
as he mentioned, we will be back tomorrow, Monday through Friday.
Hopefully they will be in school.
Oh, Lord, hope so. Monday through Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join us.
Yes.
Come back, make money with us. Congratulations to everyone that did make money today. Also, shout out again to Samir. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations on making that lovely win at 23 years of age.
Man,
you have a bright future for you, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you guys so much
Subscribe
for
to the channel. Click the bell. Turn on your notifications. Scan the QR code or click the link. Join the Discord. It's free. And if you want to learn from us, join the Wall Street Academy. Love, light, peace, wealth, great health, and abundance to each of you guys. And if none of your family and friends thought this was real or we was real before this, send them today's episode, okay? All right, y'all. Peace. That's too funny.
That's funny. Okay.
Attracted to me. My prosperous thoughts create my prosperous world. I enjoy my prosperity and share it freely with others. I am a loving and abundant person. I see opportunities all around me. I allow myself to have the good things in life, and I enjoy them. Opportunities flow to me with ease. I can buy anything I want. Feeling joyful attracts abundance. Abundance